Yep. So yesterday and day before we are talking about the incremental loops, and you got the videos. Please go through them carefully for those two classes. Just go through. Practice in ADF Studio as well as Synapse Studio. Practice in both. You will see difference. You will see difference, especially for data set configurations. Just give it a try. Let's get started now. Next, we need to talk about notebooks. In Synapse Studio, you remember? Come on, what are the entities we can do in Synapse Studio? Scripts, line. Next, yeah, exact. Notebooks, right? We'll do them. Before that, what are the Synapse SQL tool tuning options we learned? Do you remember? Come on, I'll wait. Initial classes. Do you remember that? Synapse SQL tool tuning options. The indexes, distribution. Actually, I thought, I thought a lot of response. But we are waiting for the weekend. It didn't be Friday, right? Friday morning, Thursday. That's no. Okay. But to conserve our energy, right, for the next 2 days. No worries. We continue. Partitions. Distributions. In case if you remember, DOP, degree of parallelism, indexes, column store, and pipeline tuning options. Data is automatically compressed, compression options, max concurrent options, max concurrent connections. From there we have, come on, what else? What is the dependent factor for the concurrent connections? DIUs. DOC. DI. Yes, so concurrent connections then. DOCP, right? Remember, degree of copy parallelism dependent on the concurrent connections, multiple value. DOCP is multiple of concurrent connections. Then we have staging. From staging, we have something called polybase. Right? Then DIU, or come on, what's the alternative for DIU? Spark clusters. Yes, Spark cluster. For DIU, it is number of DIU units. or Spark cluster nodes, right? More number of. Next. Additionally, we have, of course, even DWs also, data warehouse. This should be actually 5 DWs. Then we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Next. Come on, anything else? Please think of anything else. Anything else? One more is there. We learned it in our classes. We are talking about tuning options, not the concepts that we learn. Tuning options. Fine, no worry. We'll get them. We'll get them. Let's understand. When working with the pipelines, we have something called data flow, right? Again, in data flow, we have partition. Remember, we'll see something called partition and something else called broadcast options. Yes, we are still working on the pipelines. We'll go for notebooks next. For now, we are working on the pipeline. Partitions, broadcast options. Let's see how it is. A simple concept. All we do is here, as usual, we go to the Synapse environment or data factory environment, either of these two environments. Let me just take you to the data factory or Synapse Studio, any one environment. Let's just take you to the Azure portal. Give me a few minutes time. Let's understand the concept of pipeline data flow partitions. And from there, we'll go for something called broadcast options. Okay, so here we go. Let's take you. It's in shots. So here let's understand. Go to data factory or Synapse Studio, either of them. Go to data factory or Synapse Studio, either of them. Let's go to data flow. Go to data factory. I'm showing you in data factory. Right? It's Synapse Studio in House. Here, click on transform data. And as usual, we go for data flow deeper and click OK. Go to data source. Click on add data source. Okay, this. Click on data set. For example, you would like to go for data lake storage Gen 2. Okay, and take a different linked service. For example, data lake storage Gen 2. Remember, one of the previous classes we created 2 storage accounts for file incremental loads. You remember storage account data for file incremental loads we did create, and in the storage account, let's take some file. It is there in one of these 2 containers. Quickly get one file uploaded to the container. Let's upload a file. So let's assume you have a storage account. File is available. Click on the file, and this is your input file. Okay. First row as header, and click OK. Now click on optimize. Something new. Click on optimize. You see something taller. Use current partition. If the source is partition, retain the same partition to perform next level activity. That is nothing but transformation. For example, if you remember one of the previous data flow tasks, we got conditional state. Right? We are having conditional state. You remember there is something called India data. Remember this example? Data flow.
India, US,
Yes. Condition, expression builder, expression builder, and country double equal to India, like country equal to India in this. Same way plus Germany is country equal to, say for example, Germany. Then USA says country equal to United States. Like if not, I'll call it other safe data, something. So what we are doing here, one of the previous examples, we are splitting the data. We are splitting the data into multiple, say based on multiple conditions to multiple scenes. Very important. So at the source, you can get everything to a single current partition. So retain current partition. Merge everything into single partition. Or more importantly, set partition. What's our requirement? Here it is conditional. So while retrieving the data, while operating at the source itself, you would like to have condition expression. For example, here it is. You would like to conditionally get the data. Observe carefully. You would like to conditionally get the data for what? Based on particular condition. Say express. What I'll do is, whatever condition for splitting the data, same condition I'm going to use now for partitioning the data at the source. See, there's something like this. What we're doing, yes, whenever you would like to perform some transformation, the data has to be loaded into Spark cluster, right? Spark cluster has memory, Spark cluster memory, and some processor nodes. So inside memory, by default, it would be a single partition. You don't want to have a single partition. You would like to reload the data into memory based on the partition of country. How many partitions are there? 4 partitions. 4 partitions. Here, I'll say, for example, 4. India, Germany, and same way, for example, United States. This one, United States. And something like that. Country, for example, not equal to India. And country not equal to Germany. And not equal to US. Means rest of the data. Are we getting the logic now, everyone? Please observe carefully. Reloading the data into Spark cluster memory. While preloading, we are partitioning for faster transformation. Are we getting it now? I'll wait. If you are aware of SQL Server, same as merge join based on the where condition, data is partition in query memory for faster joins. Here we go. Generally, every query requires 1 MB, right? Regular SQL Server operations, every query requires minimum 1 MB. Right?
Just Mr. One small doubt, sir. For the fourth one, you have written country not equal to India, right? And after that, you have written country equal to Germany. Is that supposed to be not equal to or?
Not equal. Not equal. Thanks for that. Not equal. Not equal. Not equal. Clear, everyone? Expression and wait. Clear everyone? Expression? I'll
Yes,
wait.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, yes.
Yes, sir.
Right, let's continue. This is one way. Make sure we are preloading the data into memory that suits the logic to be implemented on actual data in the transformation. Next, here it is. What we're doing right now, something called optimize. Current partition. Merge everything as single partition or set partition. Sometimes you would like to have key partition, meaning at the next level, transformation level, or sometimes maybe at the sync level as well. Next level, if you would like to operate on unique values of the column, you would like to operate on unique values of the column. In such a case, we make use of this key partition. Every distinct column, values becomes new partition. So come on, think of in a scenario where we can use this key partitioning in a scenario. Think of any transformation you remember that has to deal with the unique value of a column.
The one we did for the reservation and flights one.
Let's cut. You remember pivot transformation? You remember pivot? Unique values of year column. You remember pivot? Generally, you know pivot, right? Everyone. Yes. Pivot transformation.
Yes, sir.
Pivot, right? Unique values can be there or by remember. Yes. Flight reservation table group by
हाँ जी बोलो ना.
combinations will be unique, right? You remember that?
मतलब बिल्कुल भी नहीं आ रहा है कि वैसे ही हो रहा है मतलब.
Remember? Flight
Yes,
reservation
अच्छा.
table.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है मैं उसको कॉल करता हूँ.
Right. So any kind of group
ठीक है
by
चलेगा. अगर आता है तो मुझे कॉल
or
करो.
by
मैं
what
तब तक उसको कॉल करता है.
you can go
ठीक
for
है.
the key column. And dynamic range. It is based on the sorted value. First part, second partition, third partition. You need to specify the number of partitions. And say, for example, like, now what does it mean? There are three countries, India, Germany, UK. And assume the target is a sync. The sync is a synapse SQL code table with hash of country. You remember initial classes before last week, once when we started the items, we got something called hash of ID, hash and column name. You remember? Hash. Yes. I repeat, if we are partitioning based on or hashing the table based on a particular column, then in such a case, you can use dynamic range on the same column. We need to specify the number of partitions. Usually, the number of unique items or the range. Then we have, this is sorted hash, remember, sorted hash. And in this case, this is required, this is dynamic range, mostly used for unknown number of input values. Sorted, range-based value. That's why it's a dynamic range. Assume another hash table wherein you are partitioning based on gender. you know the values male, female, fixed, then regular hash. Like gender column, regular hash. Or for example, month values are fixed. For every month, you need to have a separate partition. 12 months, 12 partition, fixed data, hash. Fixed data, we go for a hash. If it is range-based values, 1 to 100, 1 to 1000, 1000 to 2000, 2001 to 3000, like this. Then dynamic range. Hash is for known fixed number of parts. We know this hash in the earlier class before long. And you remember round robin? The default highest, remember? No column is involved. There's no column. We need to specify the number of round robin partitions you would like to have. Now what we are doing? We are tuning the source data to match it either next level transformations or later level sync data. This is the main beauty of data flow and Spark cluster. This kind of partitioning cannot be defined when dealing with DIU. DIU is a floppy data tool. Only for data flow, we have this option. What we are doing now, we are preparing the data. In data preparation itself, we are implementing the partition for faster transformations and or faster data flow to see. If you go for transformation, here also we have optimize option, same concept again. Now, what exactly we need to do? We need to think about the next level transformation was. Here it is, set partition. For example, at the sync, next we have sync, right? Go to sync would be, say, for example, an SQL. Sync would be, say, for example, an SQL database. Now, how to format that data? Apply it here in this box. Remember, we need to think about the next level activity at prepare the data because you're talking about in-memory data preload. Preloading the data into memory. At the sync issue, you are having the table called TPL country. Specific country value. 3 country values. Like which column? Say for example, based on country column. Yes, transformation, we have 4 partitions, correct. We handle them here at the source. We handle at the source, they fixed range 4 partitions for transformation. But for sync, you remember the other day I was mentioning, conditional example. It's not mandatory to handle all sync.
Oh, hello.
Just minimum 1 sync we need to handle. 1 sync we need to define. Whatever data you require,
Hello,
you define
auntie.
those syncs.
Yeah, ये सब चढ़ाया वगैरह ना तो बोलो ही मत ये लोग को।
Display the data. Other important item. Apart from partition option, we have something else called broadcast. Where it is, let's see. For example,
ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं था, एक मिनट मुश्किल से।
I'll take
वो ऐसा आवाज है ना,
one of the previous transformations join.
इसके लिए प्रोडक्शन में आपको कॉल किया।
Go to join transformation.
मतलब वो ज्यादा ही किसने तो सब सोए रहेंगे, किसने
Optimize.
का चालू कर दिया
There you see broadcast.
और ऐसा हाँ,
Of course, join unit
पर ऐसा
two tables. Flight table, reservation table.
15-20 मिनट ऐसा नहीं हुआ है, एक ही मिनट हुआ है आगे ज्यादा से
Last week, flight and
प्रोडक्ट आपको कॉल किया था, ठीक है ऊपर
Broadcast.
ठीक है
It is a mechanism auto index the data in Spark cluster memory. I repeat, yes, we know indexes, column store index in the sync. Here, auto index the data in Spark cluster memory. Which table you would like to auto index for faster search? Auto. Then your Spark cluster will decide. Fixed. You decide whether you want left table to be auto indexed the Spark cluster memory or right table to be preloaded and auto indexed Spark cluster memory or both tables. Off means none of them. So you don't want to invest more amount of memory. You remember which technique we need to use to invest more amount of memory? Do you remember that? All the classes was mentioning about DIU or DIU. The DIU is content all into that now. Okay? That is something to do with copy data. DIU copy data. Data from Spark cluster. Spark cluster. Yep. We have something called memory optimized. Memory optimized Spark cluster node type or Spark cluster type. Where it is, let me show you. Once we have data flow, what next? We'll be having a new pipeline. Drag and drop data flow. Go to settings. Compute type is there, right? This one. For Power Query uses more memory. So prefer to have this memory optimized. Investing more amount of memory for your Spark cluster. For Power Query, this is mandatory. They recommend it, highly recommend. Memory optimized compute type. Because Power Query requires more amount of memory for inline transformation. You right click column or right click table, right click a particular value, you can have immediate transformation. Right? Automated data Power Query forms. Now this memory optimized uses more amount of memory. What about general purpose? In general purpose, comparatively lesser amount of memory. If you don't want to invest more amount of memory, then you can go to optimize and off the floor. Remember, preloading of data is common, but additional memory, indexing memory. For index, you require extra sort memory that can be reduced. Nothing. Same as regular SQL activity. In regular SQL, while creating index, please try this one. In your local SQL server, create index. Index name. Say index name. On table name. Column name. table data. Textbook table data for master join. So whenever you make it off, just say this the index memory space and index play area, temporary slot area. The index slot space is also same, but slow performance, maybe slow performance. Highly recommended. Just leave it auto. If you are not pretty sure about the table data or fix. And here, if table data size is, table means the columns, overall columns involved in pipeline. Column data, overall column size involved in the pipeline operation. If the column data is more than 1 GB, better to have broadcast. Up to 1 GB, it's fine. Small amounts of data, regular part after memory that is requested for your phone. But you are dealing with more amount of data, extra cost is involved and extra space is required. Left and right. It's table 1 GB threshold. Whenever you have time, for the weekend, if possible, please refer to this website, codeflex.com. Asking for membership. Previously, now they are asking for membership. If you have MSDN membership, then codeflex.com can be accessed easily. Old MSDN membership, wherein we see all these Microsoft recommendations from their sandbox. Remember, 1 GB or more size for the columns involved. Repeat once again. Partitions. Partition. 2. Prepare the data for next level operation. Here it is. What are the partitions we have? Round robin, hash, and duplicate. No. We are talking about number 1 and 2. I am talking about number 2. Pipeline. Right? Pipeline is different. Yes. Round robin, hash. Come on, what else we have? Do you remember?
Dynamic range, fixed range.
Dynamic range. Hash. Dynamic range. And fixed range. And E partition. Round robin. First come first. Hash. When to go for hash? For known. Yes, that known or fixed number of hash value. Example, then the dynamic range, as the name signifies, it is for unknown. Means dynamic number of hash range values. You remember older classes, there is something called hash of ID. If ID range changes, hashing also changes. Fixed range is entirely different. What is this? Fixed range. But expression based partition. Example, conditional switch. For transformation, this is mainly used for sync. Okay, this is mainly used for sync. Even round robin also to partition the data based on sequence of incoming rows, mainly used for sync. Partition options are common for both source and transformation. For what? Next level action. These three are for C. Fixed range, conditional P. What about P? For group by. Yes. For identify unique values of column. Example, group by or pivot, etc. This is mainly for transformation. Like, look at it now. Broadcast options to sort and auto index the input table for faster join. Recommended 1 GB or more. Here you see fixed means you define left or right which table to broadcast, auto or other one on. Okay, just leave it to auto. Recommended. And memory optimize for cluster type. For what it is required? Required sir or recommended sir? Come on, for which one?
Power query.
Power query. And such transformation that have broadcast option. If data flow involves broadcast, because the pipeline has joins, more memory has to be invested. Then go for memory optimized. If not, leave it as it is. That is, default is general purpose. The default or cluster we call it general purpose. Opposite memory optimized. Okay, you'll practice these items carefully. And then we have one more, monitoring. We can perform monitoring activity. A small concept. In Azure, we have something called Azure metrics. Azure monitor. Inside Azure monitor, we have something called metrics. And there we can monitor. Here it is. To monitor pipeline executions, pipeline failures, data process. All these metrics we can easily monitor. And 2 years history is maintained automatically by Azure. Where to check it? Let's go to your Azure portal home page. There you see something called monitor system. Click on monitor. Once we click on monitor, next. Once we click on monitor, there is something called metric. Monitor then metrics. Once we click on metrics, here we can monitor storage or your FTL server, Synapse SQL4, data factory, Synapse workspace. Whatever resources we created in the earlier classes, we can easily monitor. Expand resource group. Click on, just select it, select the resource, apply. For example, you would like to monitor fail triggers, fail pipeline run, or factory size, total entities count. Entity means here factory resources, trigger run metrics, etc. Something like this. Click on small tick. I repeat, add metric, scope. For example, you would like to monitor this particular resource group. This. Inside resource group, you may have one or more resources. Select one resource at a time and click OK. Okay. Select the metric. For example, you would like your CPU percentage, data IO, or DTU, etc. Just select. For example, in memory OLTP, you would like to have this active. By default, you see, for now I'll take X, this CPU percentage. By default, you see last 24 hours data. Okay. We can also have custom value. For now, I'll make it as last 30 days and click OK. Something like that. Remember one important thing to note. If we delete the resource, the metrics will also be deleted automatically. There is no way to get the deleted resource. In case I delete my ADF resource, then all metrics will be deleted automatically. And here, to monitor these metrics, we can also create calendar. Click on alert. Metrics page, top right corner, new alert. For example, I'll take this number. Total trigger quantity truck. Click on this small hyperlink, red color acceleration of the blue area. Total trigger quantity run. And if it is more than, or simply say for example, it is less than, and provide some threshold value less than 10. So there should be more than trigger to exist. If it is less than 10, and frequency of error is every time. After that, the frequency something like what is every hour could take from the threshold, and the threshold is set for the duration of granularity. You are taking every hour. The last 1 hour, any metric same concept. Take every hour and compute the aggregation based on this aggregation granularity. Every hour, take last 1 hour total number of trigger runs. If it is below the particular threshold, then what you would like to do? You would like to send an email to whom? Actions, create action group. Create action group, resource group, use some resource group now. Give resource group, any resource group, and action group. I'll take it as, for example, I'll say action group. And notification, to whom you would like to send the email, the email or SMS, etc. The ETL action notification. The notification, give some name. Click on email. Use some email like. And to whom you would like to send the email. Click review plus create. What we are doing now? Monitor, alert. Inside monitor you have alert. Inside alert you have action group. Inside action group there is email. Click review plus. Remember three things: monitor, alert, action group. Once we create action group, then we need to define something called notification. Here it is. Go to details, alert name. For example, ETL event. Give the severity for the email notification, like error, warning, critical, and click review plus monitor, alert, action group, and notification details, review plus. Click create this. So sorry. I repeat, because you're writing, you're running now. Monitor. From monitor we have, I already click create, right? So again I click create, I get error. Second time I get error. First time there are got create. I repeat again. Here we go. First, go to monitor, left side metrics. Then give metric. Click on new alert group. For alert, we have something called as action group, email action group, and notification settings have to be set. Let us specify. Now, where do you verify these? Home page. We create two resources now. Action group, resource, alert resource. Go to manage view. Show hidden file. Hope you remember this option.
It's a
Alert and action. Now, how do we know if an alert is fired? Yes, the receiver would receive the email. We can get it from here also. Click on this alert and activity log. Click on alert and activity log. Here also we can see the events. In case of any alert fired, we are able to verify. Remember, one second. Firstly, metrics. Inside metrics or inside metric page, add required metric. Click on create elect, or such a new elect rule we call. New elect rule, then rule name and metric threshold, action group, email section, then elect section. Review plus create. Once you create, go to hidden resources and verify the activity log. Hidden resources, elect resource, verify the activity log. We'll look at it now. I'll mail you one document, separate document. For these elect, just go through it carefully. Next class, we need to understand about notebooks. We'll do one by one. Make sure you complete all these items. Can we have a friendly mock test the next class on Monday? What do you think? Please let me know.
Yes,
On whatever we learn all this.
Yes, sir.
Sure, we'll do it. I'm sending alerts and pipelines, dedicated notes, documents, separate, and notepad notes with all the tuning checklist items. Or can I send some FAQs otherwise? Will you try to work on that? You try to submit them by the weekend?
Yes, sir.
Can I send only questions or questions and answers? Both. Tell me your wish.
Just questions for now, and you can forward the answers.
Others, what do you think? Yes, everyone, will you try to submit them?
Yes, sir. We will.
Well, I'm sending you all this information. Then I'll mail you some concept-wise questions. Concept-wise. Please try to work on them. Your 2 days time. Please try to work on those concept-wise questions, and let's just wait for a few minutes. Hold on. Just wait. I think about 50 to, I think 40 to 60 in between. I didn't really count. I just giving you the information. Okay, here are concept wise FAQ. For each concept, once you complete all your practice, you try. Please give it a try. Let me know. I'm there to provide my solutions. Please try what all you can after you complete all the practice. Just bear with me for 30 seconds. You'll receive a mail. In the meantime, any questions? Let me know. Yes, let me just take you back to these notes. Any questions? Let me know. I'll wait. Sorry to make it wait. Take some time.
You're using Spark Cluster, Groove, Synapse. So this is similar to what we saw in Kaka Bridge, or
It's entirely different, sir. Entirely different.
so we are going to have some sessions. So
Yes, of course, we are supposed to. We check the curriculum. That's my idea. Spend some time on the curriculum. Email sent to everyone. Please check it once. I'll wait. Please check it. Email sent to everyone. Please check it once. I'll wait. Please check it once. I'll wait. Please check it. Got the mail, everyone? Please check it. Not there. Please refresh. Please refresh and wait. Please refresh. Got it?
Not yet.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Guys. Others, please check it. That's all.
Yes,
Please
sir.
check it.
Yes, sir. Got.
Right. Others, please check
Okay, I got the email.
it. Yes. Please try to submit the FAQs. What all you can, you please try to submit after you complete your plan. I'll give my answer. Thank you, friends. So nice. Please complete your practice. Nice weekend. Do receive questions on mail or WhatsApp. Thank you. For nice.
Sir, I have a question on aipg.
Sure, please check.
From yesterday's example, sir, I got an error saying error while saving entities. Details error type cannot read properties of undefined reading name.
Could you please mail me the screenshot once, please? Please mail us. I'll check and update you. Please, sir. I'll check and let you know. Please send me the screenshot, madam. It will be easy for me, okay?
Sure, yes.
Next message. It will be more easier, right? We can easily figure out.
Yes.
Fine, thank you. I'll wait for your mail.
Yes, thanks, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, friends. So nice. Thank you. Please back.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.